Close your eyes. Imagine this. You have nothing. Not a little, not much. Nothing. Zero. No money, no food, no house, no family to help you, no job, no plan, no hope. Every morning, you wake up and you think, maybe today will be different. Maybe today something good will happen. Maybe today someone will give me a chance. But nothing happens. Again and again and again. That was me. I lived in a small village in Japan a long time ago. I do not even remember what year. It does not matter. When you are poor, every year feels the same. I tried everything. I worked in the rice fields, but the harvest was bad. I carried heavy things for other people, but they paid me almost nothing. I asked for help, but everyone was struggling too. One day, I looked at my hands. Empty. I looked at my room. Empty. I looked at my future. Empty. I was not angry. I was too tired to be angry. I was not sad. I was too tired to be sad. I was just empty, like a bowl with nothing in it. Not even water. Have you ever felt like that? Like the world forgot about you? Like no matter how hard you try, nothing works? Like you are running and running, but the road never ends? I felt like that every single day. But then, I heard about a temple, a special temple. Far away, in the mountains, people said. If you go there and you pray and you really truly mean it, the goddess will listen. I had nothing left to lose, so I started walking. The temple was called Has-dera. It sat high up on a mountain. In Japanese, we call the goddess there Kannon. That means the one who hears. She hears the prayers of people who are suffering. That is what they told me. I walked for days. My feet hurt. My stomach was empty, but I kept walking. Because when you have nothing, hope is the only thing that keeps your legs moving. When I got there, I could not believe my eyes. The temple was beautiful. Tall wooden pillars. A great roof that curved up at the edges like wings. Stone steps going up and up and up into the clouds. The smell of incense. The sound of a bell. Deep, low. It went through my whole body, like the mountain itself was breathing. I climbed the steps one by one. My legs were shaking, not from tired, from something else, something I had not felt in a long time. Hope, small, weak, like a candle flame in the wind. But still there, I knelt down in front of the goddess. I put my hands together. I closed my eyes, and I prayed. I did not ask for gold. I did not ask for a big house. I did not ask for power. I just said, please. I have tried so hard. I have tried for so long, and nothing works. I do not understand why. Please, show me the way, even a small way, even one step. Just tell me where to go, what to do. I will do anything. I will follow any path. Just, please, do not leave me in the dark. I prayed for 3 days and 3 nights. I did not eat. I did not move. I just knelt there, talking to the goddess. Over and over, the same words. Please, please, please. On the 3rd night, I fell asleep. Right there, on the cold stone floor, and I had a dream. In the dream, I heard a voice, soft, like water, like wind, like the sound a mother makes when she sings to her baby. The voice said, when you leave this temple tomorrow, walk straight ahead. Do not turn back, and whatever your hand touches first, hold it. Do not let go, no matter what it is, no matter how small. That is my gift to you. That is your beginning. I woke up. My face was wet with tears. The next morning I stood up. My legs were weak. My head was light, but my heart was clear. I walked to the temple gate, the big wooden gate. I took a deep breath, and I stepped through, and I tripped. My foot caught on the wooden beam at the bottom of the gate. I fell forward, hard, face first, into the dirt. I lay there for a moment, dust in my mouth, pain in my knees. And I thought, is this my answer? I pray for 3 days, and the goddess makes me fall on my face. Then I looked at my hand. My right hand, it was closed, tight, around something. I opened my fingers, slowly. A piece of straw, one single piece of straw, thin, yellow, dry, the kind that falls off a rice plant after harvest, the kind you step on without noticing, the kind that means nothing. I sat in the dirt holding the straw, and I stared at it. This is my gift? This is my beginning? One piece of straw? I almost laughed. I almost cried. I almost threw it away. But then I remembered the voice. That soft voice, like water, like wind. Whatever your hand touches first, hold it. Do not let go, no matter what it is, no matter how small. So I held it. I closed my fingers around that straw, and I stood up. I brushed the dirt off my clothes, and I started walking. I did not know where I was going. I did not know what would happen. I had no plan, no map, just a piece of straw and a promise from a goddess I could not see. But I held on. Sometimes that is all you can do. Just hold on. I walked down the mountain. The sun was hot. The road was dusty. And the straw was still in my hand. I kept looking at it, turning it over, holding it up to the light, hoping maybe I missed something. Maybe there was gold hidden inside. Maybe it would glow. Maybe it would turn into a sword. No, it was just straw, plain, boring, ordinary straw. Then I heard a buzzing sound, loud, angry, right next to my ear. A horsefly. In Japanese, we call it abu. A big, fat, ugly fly. The kind that bites. The kind that will not leave you alone. It flew around my head. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I waved my hand. Go away. But it came back. Again and again. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Finally, I caught it. Right out of the air. With my hand. Got you. I looked at the horsefly. I looked at the straw. And I thought, well, I have nothing else to do. So I tied the horsefly to the straw with a thin piece of grass. The fly buzzed and buzzed, trying to fly away, but the straw held it. So now the straw was moving, shaking, dancing in the air, the fly pulling it this way and that. I held it up. It looked funny, a piece of straw with a fly on the end, buzzing around in circles. I laughed. For the first time in I do not know how long, I laughed. I know, it was silly. A grown man laughing at a fly on a stick. But when you have had nothing for so long, even something silly feels like a gift. So I kept walking, holding my buzzing, dancing, silly little straw, and that is when I heard the crying. A little boy sitting by the side of the road, maybe 3 years old, maybe 4. His face was red, his eyes were full of tears, his mouth was wide open, crying, 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 the way only small children cry, with their whole body, with their whole heart. A woman was kneeling next to him. His mother, she looked tired, very tired, the kind of tired that goes deeper than sleep. She was trying everything, picking him up, putting him down, making funny faces, pointing at the trees. Nothing worked. The boy just kept crying. I stopped. I did not mean to stop, but the sound of a child crying, it pulls you, like a hand grabbing your sleeve. I looked at my straw. The horsefly was still buzzing, still dancing. I knelt down, slowly. I held the straw out to the little boy. The fly buzzed and spun, pulling the straw in funny circles. The boy stopped crying. Just like that. His eyes got big, his mouth closed. He stared at the buzzing straw. Then he smiled. Then he laughed. He reached out his little hands. "Want it?" I said. The boy grabbed the straw. He held it up to the sky. The fly buzzed around and around, and the boy laughed and laughed and laughed, like it was the best toy in the whole world. The mother looked at me. Her eyes were wet. She said, "Thank you. You stopped his crying. Nobody could stop his crying today. Let me give you something." "No, no." I waved my hand. "It is just a straw and a fly. You do not need to." But she was already opening her bag. She took out 3 oranges, big, round, bright orange, like 3 small suns in her hands. "Please," she said, "take them. You made my son happy. That is worth more than oranges." I took the oranges. I held them carefully. They were heavy and cool, and they smelled sweet. I looked back at the boy, still laughing, still holding the buzzing straw up to the sky. I gave away a straw, and I got 3 oranges. I did not understand yet, but something was happening. Something was moving, slowly, quietly, like a river under the ground. I kept walking. The sun was higher now, hotter. The road stretched ahead like a white ribbon, and in my hands, 3 oranges. I was hungry, so hungry. I wanted to eat them. Every part of my body said, "Eat now." You have not eaten in days. But something stopped me, a feeling, a small voice inside. Not the goddess, just a feeling. "Hold on, not yet. Wait." So I waited. An hour later, I saw a man, sitting under a tree by the road, a merchant. I could tell from his clothes. He had fine silk robes, a big bag of goods beside him, but his face was gray. His lips were cracked. His eyes were half closed. He was dying of thirst. In Japan, in the old days, you could walk for hours without finding water. No rivers, no wells, nothing. Just sun and dust and road. The man saw me. He raised one hand, slowly, like lifting a stone. "Please," he whispered, "water. Do you have water?" I did not have water, but I had oranges. I knelt beside him. I broke open an orange. The juice ran down my fingers. "Sweet, wet, bright here," I said. "Eat this." The man ate the orange, then the second one, then the third one. He ate them like they were made of gold. He sucked every drop of juice. He licked his fingers, and slowly the color came back to his face. His eyes opened. His lips stopped cracking. He looked at me, and he said, "You saved my life. Those oranges saved my life." I shook my head. "They were just oranges." "No," he said. They were not just oranges. To a man dying of thirst. And orange is worth more than gold. He reached into his bag and he pulled out a roll of silk. Beautiful silk. Pure white. Soft. Shining in the sunlight. The kind of silk that rich people use for their best clothes. The kind that costs more money than I had ever seen in my life. "Take it," he said. "Please, my life is worth more than silk." I held the silk. It was so light, so smooth. It slipped through my fingers like cool water. A straw became oranges. Oranges became silk. What was happening? What was the goddess doing? I looked up at the sky. Blue, wide, quiet. I did not hear an answer, but I felt one. Keep walking. I walked further. The silk was folded over my arm, white and beautiful against my dusty, dirty clothes. I looked strange, a poor man carrying rich man's silk. People stared at me, but I did not care. Then I saw something by the side of the road, a horse, lying on the ground. On its side, breathing hard, its ribs were showing, its eyes were dull, its legs were shaking. Flies buzzed around its head. A sick horse, a dying horse. Next to it stood a man, well-dressed, impatient. He was pulling the rope tied to the horse. "Get up, get up." But the horse could not get up. The man saw me. He looked at my silk, and his eyes changed. "Hey," he said, I will make you a deal. This horse is useless to me. It cannot walk. It cannot carry anything. It is going to die anyway. Give me that silk, and I will give you the horse." I looked at the silk. Beautiful. Valuable. I could sell it. I could eat for months. Then I looked at the horse. Thin, weak, sad eyes, looking at me. Like it was asking for help. Like it was saying, "Please, do not leave me here." The smart thing would be to say no. The smart thing would be to keep the silk. Everyone knows that. A healthy horse is worth more than silk. But a dying horse? A dying horse is worth nothing. But I was not thinking about smart things. I was thinking about the horse's eyes. Those big, dark, tired eyes. I gave him the silk. He laughed. He walked away fast before I could change my mind. He thought he tricked me. He thought I was a fool. Maybe I was. I sat down next to the horse. I found water, a small stream nearby. I carried the water in my hands, again and again cupping my palms. Letting the horse drink from my fingers, I pulled grass, fresh green grass. I held it under the horse's nose. "Eat, please, eat." I stayed with that horse all day, all night. I did not sleep. I just sat there, talking to it softly, like my mother used to talk to me when I was sick. "You're going to be okay. You're going to stand up. I know it. I can feel it." The next morning, the horse lifted its head, slowly. Then its front legs moved. Then its back legs. It wobbled. It shook. But it stood. It stood up. And it looked at me with those big, dark eyes, and I knew we were the same. Two broken things, trying to stand up again. I fed the horse for 3 more days. I walked it slowly. Let it eat. Let it drink. Let it rest. And day by day, the horse got stronger. Its coat got shinier. Its eyes got brighter. Its legs got steady. By the end of the week, it was a different horse. Strong, beautiful, fast. And we kept walking together. A few days later, we came to a town. A busy town, people everywhere, merchants selling things, children running, the smell of food, of smoke, of life, and in the middle of the road, a samurai. In old Japan, a samurai was a warrior, a soldier for a lord. They carried swords, they wore armor. People moved out of their way when they walked, because samurai were powerful, and sometimes dangerous. This samurai was in a hurry. He was walking fast, looking around. His face was tight, worried. He saw my horse, and he stopped. He walked toward me. His eyes were locked on the horse. He walked around it, looked at its legs, its teeth, its eyes. He touched its back, and he nodded. "This is a fine horse," he said. "Strong, fast. I need a horse today. Right now my lord has called me. I must ride to the capital before sunset. It is urgent." He looked at me. "I will buy this horse," he said. I opened my mouth, but before I could speak, he said something I never expected. "I do not have gold with me, but I have something better. I have a house and land, rice fields, a good well near the river. I am leaving for the capital, and I do not know when I will come back. Maybe never. The house is empty. If you give me this horse, the house is yours, the fields are yours, everything. I could not breathe. A house, land, rice fields, for a horse? The same horse that was dying by the road just days ago?" I looked at the horse. It looked back at me, calm, steady, strong, and I felt it. That quiet feeling again. The same one that told me to keep the straw. The same one that told me not to eat the oranges. The same one that told me to save the horse. Let go. I gave him the rope. He took it. He climbed onto the horse. The horse stood tall. "Ready?" The samurai looked down at me. He handed me a paper. The deed, the proof. The house was mine. "Take care of it," he said. "It is a good place." Then he rode away, fast. The horse's hooves on the stone road, getting softer, farther, gone. I stood in the road, holding a piece of paper, and I thought about a piece of straw. I found the house by the river, just like he said. It was beautiful, small but beautiful. A wooden house with a garden, a well with clean water, rice fields stretching out behind it. Green, so green, like the whole world was alive. I stood in the doorway. I could not go in. Not yet. I just stood there, looking. "This is mine," I said it out loud. To nobody, to everybody, to the sky, to the goddess, to the straw. "This is mine." I sat down on the wooden step, the same way I used to sit in front of my old empty room. But this time, the room behind me was not empty. This time, the world in front of me was not empty. And I thought about the journey, all of it. From the beginning, a straw. One piece of straw, thin, yellow, dry, worth nothing, less than nothing. But I held it, because the goddess told me to. Because something inside me said, "Trust this. Even when it makes no sense, trust this." The straw caught a fly. The fly made a child laugh. The child's laughter was worth 3 oranges. The oranges saved a man's life. A life was worth more than silk. The silk bought a sick horse. A sick horse, given love and care and patience, became a strong horse, and a strong horse at the right moment was worth a house. A straw became a house, but that is not the real story. Not really. The real story is this. At every step, I could have kept what I had. I could have kept the oranges and eaten them. I could have kept the silk and sold it. I could have kept the horse and ridden it away. But I gave every time. I gave not because I was smart, not because I had a plan, but because something needed what I had. A crying child needed a toy. A dying man needed water. A sick horse needed care. A rushing samurai needed speed, and every time I gave, I got something bigger back. Not because the world owed me, but because giving is like planting a seed. You do not always see the tree right away, but the seed knows what to do. The earth knows what to do. You just have to let go. The goddess did not give me a house. She gave me a straw, one straw, and she said, "Now walk. Now trust. Now give." And the straw did the rest. That night I slept in my new house, under a real roof, on a real floor, with the sound of the river outside my window, and the sound of frogs singing in the rice fields. I lay there, in the dark, and I smiled. The kind of smile that starts in your chest and rises slowly to your face. The kind that makes your eyes warm. And I thought, somewhere, right now, a little boy is playing with a straw and a buzzing fly, and a merchant is wearing a silk robe, thinking about the stranger who saved him with 3 oranges. And a samurai is riding a strong horse through the night toward the capital. And none of them know. None of them know they are part of the same story, the same straw, the same journey. But the goddess knows, and maybe that is enough. Eppertechich. So tonight, let me ask you something. What is your straw? Maybe right now you have something small, something that feels like nothing. A job you do not like, a school you do not enjoy, a skill nobody cares about, a dream that seems too small to matter. Hold it. Do not throw it away. Do not laugh at it. Do not say it is worth nothing, because you cannot see the whole road tonight. You can only see one step. And that is okay. That is how every journey works. One step, then another, and along the way you will meet people, a crying child, a thirsty stranger, a sick horse. Someone who needs exactly what you have, even if what you have seems like nothing. Give it. Do not be afraid. Give it. Because every time you give something with a kind heart, the world gives you something back. Not always right away, not always the way you expect, but always, always. A straw becomes oranges, oranges become silk, silk becomes a horse becomes a home. And one day you will stand in the doorway of your life, and you will look back, and you will see it, the whole road, every step, every person, every small, silly, beautiful moment, all connected, all leading here, and you will smile, the way I smiled that night, in my house, by the river, under the stars. You are holding your straw right now. I know it does not look like much, but hold on. Keep walking. Keep giving. Your house is out there, waiting. Good night, little traveler. Good night.